are live.
Yes.
And I hear some white noise in the background. Is that me? I wonder if that's
That
me.
might
Hold on.
that might be me. That might be my fan.
Oh. You're hot. I forgot.
Yeah, my AC went out. Well, one of my AC units went out of my house, so I gotta
One
get
of
that
them.
fixed. Yeah.
One of them. Oh. How many do you have, sir? Oh.
I got one for the top level and one for the main level. So the main level went out, of course.
So
Look, they're trying to get me to pay 5Gs. I was
man,
like,
you got that, man.
I'm going to be shopping around.
You got that in the bank, man. That
you have not gained a customer today, sir.
Who's that? Thompson Creek?
Nah, I don't want to call him out.
This episode is brought to you. Oh, damn.
Brought to you by overpriced manual labor.
Exactly. Oh man. But hey everybody, welcome to Everybody Gets One. It's Alex and Real here. I'm used to saying Alex and Sam here. Sam has not been watching this damn show. And guess what? I don't really blame him. I'm not gonna lie. Though this episode it was a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree. But
better.
Is this going to be a controversial ego podcast tonight? I think we're gonna get the Star Wars fans are gonna have pitchforks and
they already hate me already.
Yeah, tiki torches and
I'll be wearing Star Wars gear all the time, and they are not gonna like me.
You can see which show I'm appreciating. That's on Disney
Lord,
Plus
here
right
we go,
now.
Andre again. You talking about the haters? Haters, here he goes.
Yeah, look, Star Wars haters are different. That's a different kind of hate, as the character in the show can tell.
Dre, I'm giving you this one. This episode was good. It was way better. Well, no, hold on. It was good. It went in the direction that I wanted the show to start off at.
Yes. Thank you.
That's what happened.
Yes. This episode had the energy that the show should have always had. I was why did it take this many episodes to get here?
Okay, good. Okay, see, I got somebody on my side. Well, you know what? Joe, when she was on last week, she was on my side too. She was on my side.
Wow,
too. Like,
are you saying Joe and I would agree?
Yes.
Oh my!
I don't agree about Spider-Man. Still, I tried.
Yeah,
I tried this time to convince her.
She's the worst.
She saw the last one.
If she hates Japanese Spider-Man, that's it. I'm done with Joe.
I hate Japanese Spider-Man. You got your goddamn. I was laughing. I saw your goddamn meme. I saw that shit, man. I was like, this shit is trash, man. I don't know how y'all watch that shit. It's hilarious. I could watch Japanese it if I'm Spider-Man. Drunk.
That's a legend. He's an OG.
All right, that nigga's trash. This nigga got a goddamn Power Rangers Zord.
Yeah, before Power Rangers. Come on now.
That was before Power. Oh,
Pioneer.
Okay, all right.
Dog, Japanese Spider-Man's mad old.
All right, I get it.
They got a documentary on Disney Plus about Japanese Spider-Man.
You lying?
I swear to God.
Do we have to review the documentary?
I watched it.
Are we reviewing the documentary on Japanese Spider-Man?
We can.
All right.
You're gonna fall asleep watching it though. I was hyped.
I love documentaries.
Oh, okay.
Even if it's on like stuff I kind of hate, like I will still watch it. Just to have the knowledge. I'm a nerd like that, so I would do that. I would definitely watch it.
I kind of do the same thing.
Before we get started, everybody, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as you join in. And as I stall for time, so I can post that we are live on Facebook.
Yes, get the peoples in here.
We live on Facebook and on Instagram. I mean, no, we're not on Instagram. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. I would do Twitch, but we're gonna get banned off Twitch. I'm not trying to get our account banned.
Yeah,
I actually use it. Yeah, I barely use it. I've played some Rocket League on there a couple times.
I've got no followers on my Twitch. Because of the amount of profanity that I use is just out. I play Call of Duty on there, so I'm
you're in a sea of millions of Call of Duty players.
Yeah.
But no, people curse on there. DJ Academics has a Twitch channel. Well, no, you know what? He already has a fan base, so they were going to follow him no matter where he goes.
Yeah, T-Pain, he's got a Twitch.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, T-Pain's the man, yo. I follow him now on Instagram, man. That guy's the man. T-Pain is the man. I love T-Pain
T-Pain
now.
is cool. Yeah,
I love T-Pain.
he's like the same age as me, which is crazy, or younger. I think he's younger than me actually.
No, he's not. He's the same age.
And I was like, dude,
he's the same age as you. Hold on.
He's always looked old.
Lord Vader pulled that shit down. Okay. Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah.
We're not there yet, man. Calm down, man.
We're working our way to get back on subject.
Come on, man. Calm down. See, he in love with this damn show, man. And he don't even call him right. He calls him what? What do you call him? Obi-Wan? He calls him Obi-Wan? He calls him Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan. You don't even call him Obi-Wan.
Like he's a droid.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You don't even call his name right. Call his name right before you say that stuff. How old is T-Pain? So you're 37. Thanks a lot, Rio. Thanks for filling us in finally. That's not even old. Why are you scared?
No, actually, he's younger than me.
Okay, 38.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, 38. What are you saying?
Sure. We'll go with that. Sure.
Okay, 40. I'll even give you that.
Sure. All right.
Big whoop. I'm 35.
Let's rock.
Lord Vader pulled that shit. All right. I'll give you this one.
Dre wants us to get back on.
All right. I'll give you this one, Dre. Dre came on the show last time and was being irate about my hate for this damn show. I still need to clip a segment from there.
You do need to clip that. That's funny.
He said some crazy shit on here. I gotta clip that out. I gotta make sure I clip that out. But I will give it this. Okay. Your recaps on the show so far, right? Because we did that last week too. So I need to get your take on the show.
Okay, episode 1. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna sum it up real quick. What episode are we on? 4?
We're on 5.
5.
We're about to end next week.
Look,
is the
episode 1 through 4 trash.
Complete trash. Utter bullshit.
And look, I hate this too. I didn't like. This is partially why I've like low key not been avoiding, but like haven't been stressing to be on the episode on Ego when you guys are talking about Obi-Wan.
I told him because you said it was trash.
And yeah, but no. But here's the other thing. I didn't want to like talk about how bad Third Sister's acting is.
Which one? Oh yeah.
Her acting in them first 4 episodes. I was like,
and she's a good actor. That's the thing.
I know.
I've seen her in stuff.
It's so weird that she just isn't fitting into the Star Wars universe, like by her, like her body language, her line delivery. It's just it feels like she's in today.
Yeah,
and not,
and
not in like Star Wars.
Yeah, she's not in the
which
Star
is like
Wars
futuristic.
Universe.
I was just like, what is going on here?
It's like her voice and her tone is too powerful for Star Wars. Like Star Wars wants you to be a certain way. I don't know how to explain it. They're like kind of weird, kind of like monotone-ish.
Yes,
and she has too much. She has too much flavor for for the Star Wars world. Because even when Mace Windu was there, you know, come on, man. That's Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
That's Samuel Jackson in Star Wars.
Right.
It sounds like he's about to say motherfucker like
all
like
the time.
It sounds like he's gonna say motherfucker. So it's like it was kind of weird. Yeah. He's just gonna say motherfucker in space. So it's like was I happy that he was there? Yes, but at the same time, it doesn't fit.
Yes. Yeah.
I think black people have too much flavor for space, man. We not about that monotone life.
No, because
what I blame though,
Finn fit in.
He did fit in.
What
I blame is the writing on this show. I've been complaining about this show, the writing, and whoever is well, that counts as writing too. People who are setting up. Okay, in this scene we're going to do this and do that because that's all a part of writing and development. So the people who are writing this shit, okay, they're doing a bad job at it. And they're setting up scenarios that are completely unbelievable. Like in episode 1, right? Leia is running away from her adult kidnappers.
I know what you're talking about.
She jukes out grown men.
Yes.
By doing this.
And then sliding down the hill.
And sliding through his hip. All he has to do is take 3 steps forward and grab her.
Yeah.
I'm like, who wrote me?
Everyone complained about that.
Yeah, me and my wife laughed our ass off. Like, yo, she's right there. Like, we're like, just reach over. Like, why are you toying with her? And then they're going to say she's, whoever has, they have some very bad continuity issues in this too. They saying this girl is like 10 years old. That's not a 10-year-old. That's like a 6 or a 7-year-old.
I know.
She's not 10.
But look, I think somebody looked it up. She actually is 10 in real life. But
that's
she's
a 10-year-old?
But she's just really small.
I've never, maybe I was just a big 10-year-old. We were big 10-year-olds then.
Yeah. I know.
That's some bullshit.
Look, these kids are malnourished nowadays.
They gotta be, man. We regressing. That's the evidence right there. Because if that's a 10-year-old, bruh.
I agree with you. She looks like a 5, 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, maybe 7
year old.
That's a hard 7.
She's not even an 8.
Yeah, not even an 8.
When they said she was 10 in the show, I looked at my wife like, and then we look.
Okay, so we're all seeing the same.
Yeah, we're like, what?
Okay,
10.
Right. Yeah, there's no way in hell. Like, but okay, if she is because she does have to remember these lines, even though these lines are trash. Oh my god, these lines are garbage. Obi-Wan is garbage.
Yeah, Obi-Wan is like
he is a pussy.
Yes. He reminds me of an anime character, and I'm trying to remember who it was, who wouldn't do anything.
Shinji.
You think so? It's like you could do that, like you could stop this, but you're not going to do anything. I'm not going to
get in the Ava.
No,
get in the Ava. He is Shinji. Get in the Ava, pilot the Ava, save us. You can pilot the Ava. You don't want to pilot the Ava. Obi-Wan, save us.
But was Shinji mad weak?
I'm a Jedi master.
Was Shinji mad weak, or did he run away from the dude who like he already beat?
He ran away from everybody. This nigga ran away. He ran away from the Ava that wasn't moving. He ran away from everything. Obi-Wan is Shinji. Oh my god.
Everything.
Like, the inconsistency in this show is ridiculous. Obi-Wan's a Jedi master, right? I understand. Okay, you need to hide yourself. You can't be so conspicuous, right? Where this show could have went better was like, remember when he was in the little meat packing plant, harvesting that
and he wasn't even sneaky about stealing the meat either.
He's stealing stuff, right? Yeah, he just taking it, lapping it up, right?
Taking this home.
When the guy who runs it was robbing people and basically like shortchanging them, he could have used his little Jedi mind trick to say, you will pay him his fare. Like, do little sneaky stuff like that. Like, you're saying, oh, Jedis can't help themselves but to help people. Let him be that person. It's okay that I understand. Okay, all right. He's trying to hide from the Empire, so he has to do things that he thought he would never have to do, like steal. He can't reveal himself, so he might let somebody die or something. He can still show that type of regret. Delete. I forgot, wrong word. So he can still have those type of moments where he's like, I want to, but I can't. But also give him some of himself. Like, let him be like, oh, okay, all right. I can't do this, but I can do this. They literally made him a straight up punk bitch. When he met Vader, he fucking ran.
He ran. I was so blown. I was so sick when he did that. I was like, what? I was like, this is not why I watched this show. I didn't watch this show to see this. For you to run away from the battle that I literally am tuning into the show for.
Exactly. Like, at least I understand. Here's what you could have done. Like, there's so many ways they could have done this. All right, you're fighting him. You see, like, all right, he a little too strong. Let me back off. You know how they try to like back you off into like a fatal funnel? Like, you could try to back him off into a funnel or something. Do something like that. Don't just straight run like a bitch.
He ran. He looked at him, saw him. He was like,
he's nope. Like, oh shit. And he just hauled ass. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah.
The only badass person in this show is Vader. That nigga,
Oh yeah,
that nigga lit the ground on fire. Took this man, said, "Now feel my fucking pain."
yeah,
That's the petty shit I would do. I'm like, nigga, you let me burn up in the volcano. You won't catch this L too. Feel this pain.
Yeah. But look, then they took him, put him in the Bacta tank.
I know, yeah.
Look, I need one of them things. I need one of them things today.
I need one from summer for this summer, man. I'm about to sweat my ass off. I'm gonna be having burns all over my bald ass.
Look, yeah, put my body back together.
Exactly.
Fucking Bacta tank. Look, Boba Fett, he was in that thing for months.
I know. Oh my god, that show is trash too.
Nobody wanted to see that old ass man in his underwear.
Do we have
every episode?
I have a question. Do we have a problem in this whole Disney, Marvel, Star Wars cinematic universe, man? Do we have a problem?
Not with the Mandalorian. He's carrying it. Look, the Mandalorian's back hurts.
Carrying everybody.
That man's back hurts.
He's carrying the whole franchise too.
He's carrying the whole franchise.
I don't acknowledge the new movies. I just acknowledge the Mandalorian.
Exactly.
I do not acknowledge them.
I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you.
The best episodes of Boba Fett were the Mandalorian episodes. Am I wrong?
The best episodes of anything Star Wars have been in the past 40, 50 years. However fucking long Star Wars has been around, has been the Mandalorian. Look, and now here come the Star Wars fans gonna be like, what about the Clone Wars? What about the Bad Batch? Nobody's watching that shit. Like,
yeah, I ain't got no time for that shit, man. That's too much, man. You're doing too much. Make me some good shows and good movies. Like Disney Plus is promoting this shit. Make them good.
Right. Look, Disney Plus, they about to bring back X-Men 97 or whatever. I'll watch that.
I'll watch that. Yeah. Come on, man. That's my shit. I'll
watch that. Look, especially if Storm and Rogue are shaped the same way that they was when I was a kid.
God
I'm watching it.
God bless America.
And no place else.
Yes, and no place else. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
This all right. Story from the past. You wanted to touch Rogue, didn't you?
Oh, who didn't?
Oh my God, Rogue.
Thick and Southern?
Oh my God, that accent.
That's a
jambalaya. I see why Gambit was willing to risk that. He was
really
Gambit.
Gambit was about it. Gambit was Gambit was a fuckboy for real. He was 90s fuckboy.
He was. But come on, man. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted Wolverine's powers, but I wanted to be as cool as Gambit.
Yeah, Gambit was smooth. He was just say
Wolverine
shit.
was just cool for the power. Like, oh, look at me, I can slash and I have a healing factor. But Gambit
you can't
was
kill
the cool
me.
nigga. Gambit was the man getting the girls. I wanted Gambit's coolness. Gambit was cool.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Mess with nobody else. Jedi Mike, yo, what's up? I watched your video today, man. What's going on, sir? I'm gonna copy a link in there and I'm gonna throw it just in case you want. Just in case you want it. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. I'm gonna just throw that down there.
Oh, you know he's gonna take it.
Yeah, you know you're gonna take that.
Yeah, you can't throw the bologna down in front of the pit bull and expect him not to eat it.
Your name is Jedi Mike. You gotta take that. But yeah, man. So this episode
is Jedi Mike gonna let us keep trash talking the show though?
I think he agrees with us.
Wow.
I watched his video today. He struck a lot of points that I agree with this episode. Like this episode was yeah.
He was already sitting. He was already at the mic. Jedi Mike at the mic.
I'm gonna get the roadcaster and I'm gonna put
look at it.
Look at it. Porcelain.
Is it worth it? That's smooth cats.
You don't know nothing about the smooth cat. We're gonna tell you about the smooth cat.
Yeah, the inside joke. But yeah, no, thank you for having me, man. No, it was
of course,
good.
Man. You always welcome.
I hope we had a good conversation here. Yeah, I know I can't stay for long though, but I'll just show my support. But
yeah, man. I was just saying, like, I agree with your video. Like this episode, this is what we needed. Those earlier episodes, like I don't know what they were thinking. Like, this is Obi-Wan. We cannot fuck up Obi-Wan. He is so important. We wanted to see this Obi-Wan. And they made him a straight bitch.
But it's not only that. Like, this is an issue that's grander than Star Wars. This is also the issue that Marvel's going through.
I know
with
they are
with their Disney Plus shows. As now you're seeing that we got almost over maybe 6 or 7 series. But they like combination both with Star Wars and Marvel. So now we kind of understand the formula, knowing that when episode 4 comes out of 6 episodes, we know not to really expect much, and then maybe 5 to be the best one. And then the finale be kind of here, miss or here or there. To me, I said this should be probably no more than 3 or 4 episodes. Really tell a story, because you got grander than a movie, which is 2.5 hours, and if each episode is about maybe 35, 45 minutes, then it's like, okay, if you have 3 episodes, that's like you have enough to tell a story, and in a way that's kind of more fleshed out. But like I said, it was better. I said, like in my thumbnail, I said it was better, but my thing is that I've grown in terms of like, I was born with Star Wars and everything, and I'm 24. I'll be 24 soon, and I can tell you this is that as much as even with Marvel, like we can get the whole, oh, hey, look, it's Marvel, we must love it. Star Wars, we must love it. Like me being a naive fan, that era is over.
Yeah.
And so it's like you gotta stop treating me like I'm 4. So it's like when I'm watching this stuff, and I now as a movie critic now, like and everything, like and going to like press screenings and getting reviewing them and stuff, it's like it's things like I've increased in terms of being aware of the plot that might be developed, not even in movies but in episodes periodically. And I can say this is that I'm getting sick and tired of them just saying like being giving us mediocre content or storylines and just saying, hey, this is it, and we should just accept it. Like, no, like you mean to tell me that okay, let's go with one character. Like the big one that's obviously got the big backlash this season, which was Most Ingram character who plays Reva, right, third sister. Yeah, I was rooting for her.
Me too.
And everything like black women and and a lightsaber and stuff like that. Come on, But my thing about this, and I don't even know if it's really her performance or just the writing of the character. It's more of like after the reveal that you get in this episode, it completely negates everything that you built up before. And what I mean by that, because there's inconsistencies in terms of her character. If you're supposed to be a person that, oh, I'm hunting him down because what he done to my family, my youngling brothers and sisters, and to do that, I'm going to be an inquisitor to hunt down my young brothers and sisters who survived, that purge. Yeah. And then just so I can get to him.
That's counterintuitive. It literally you're doing the opposite of what you should be doing. It's literally it makes no sense.
Right. And you're cutting, we cutting innocent people's hands off. You're threatening farmers and mess, and like, you hanging them. And then you get to a point where now like you have Vader, but you want to be close to him as an inquisitor just the way you can kill him, not thinking like, hey, you think he doesn't know your presence? Like he's,
that's another thing. Okay, there's one problem with Darth Vader, right? He's hyper powerful, right? Remember when him and Obi-Wan were on the planet together? How in the hell, like, I said this in the last episode, it would have been way cooler if he's on the planet, right? Remember when he could have sensed Luke on the planet and was like, all right, he's on Endor, go down there, blah, 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 blah. He should be able to sense his own teacher, his fucking master. What he should have done, which would have been more terrifying and crazy, he should have came down. He already knows where he is. Just walk through everybody and tear that goddamn building apart and reveal. Like, that would have been tight. That would have been
right. Cool. But again, it was the slow burn of him being more sinister. It's just like, hey, listen, I don't have to get you. I just have to draw you out. Like, it's easy for me to rip the whole building off and stuff, but it's more sinister for me. Like, hey, I'm gonna drag you out with me killing all these people. Which that was going to his character when he's walking down the that street and dragging people with the Force and snapping their necks and everything. Which every scene with Vader this season, they're doing them right. Justin, that's perfectly. And this is what I'm saying. They need to either make a Vader series or what, I don't know. But
they're gonna fuck it up.
But that's the thing. I don't want to give it to a point like, oh, you give me something good, then therefore just for you to screw it up and everything, because you have the comics, you have the template of him being hunting down Jedi and everything. But the way they've been doing with him this whole season, perfectly. But also as a military person, come from a military family, they were giving me a lot of Last Jedi like tactics that like are like really awful. Like you mean tell me you have a whole horde of stormtroopers coming in and none of you guys have armor on and you expect you're not gonna get shot and blown the F up? Like, and yet they're still missing. Like, and like the horde of them which is coming in, they're outnumbered clearly. And they're in the small path hallway. Like someone could just throw a thermal
grenade
over. Like I played Battlefront. I played Star Wars Battlefront. That's how you get when you have all those folks locked up in there, in that tight hallway. You just throw a thermal plotter and it's it. You go suicide bomb if you want to, but you got them. But
that's another problem with that show too. Yeah, there's a lot of like stupid things. Like we were just talking, Leia running through someone's legs when you could just walk 2 steps and grab her. When they tried to get her out of the building,
twice
he hit her under a coat.
Again,
I can see you
in the middle of a military base. Like you got me.
No one can see you. You have 4 legs. You're one person, and there's a big lump on your side. What is that? A tumor with legs?
Stormtroopers have bad visibility.
Okay, that's the excuse.
But and not even that, it's also Leia. You have your little bot droid, right? You in these previous episodes, you're inseparable. And you mean tell me this droid just leaves for like 20, 30, 40 minutes and you don't know where he is, so that thing could turn down the closing the hangar and mess. You don't know where he's at.
Exactly.
Like
the show just
I know what's wrong with my toys if I was a kid. Like I know something's here. What's this? Like
it's right
the tracker, she just took the thing off, like, there you go. I'm like, and you were holding the thing.
she didn't notice it the first time.
She's holding the damn thing. You can't tell. Oh, hey, what's this? Like,
the show is just this episode was better. The show as a whole, it's just straight trash.
Yeah.
What's his name? The internal. Kamal.
Yeah.
The fake Jedi who he comes there like, I guess I'm just here just so I can make some business. Whatever. I'm like, why are you here?
The show just casting. I feel like they just put things together. Like it seems like there's multiple writers, and they just said, "Hey, this scene seems cool. Put it in the show." I think there's like no oversight. It just take a scene here. Take a scene here,
but
put it together.
Yeah, because like we got this scene with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor like together as like their younger selves, and during Attack the Clones era. Which, by the way, the dude
younger selves,
Otis, like man, he had wrinkles. Otis wrinkles and stuff. I'm like, yo, come on, and he's supposed to be Attack the Clones. Attack the Clone. It's okay. It made sense if he was Revenge of the Sith. Or like Clone Wars,
right before Revenge of the Sith,
but like
or
not
like that.
Not Attack the Clone, like not Padawan Anakin.
Right. They did not put Luke level CGI on him.
Yeah, they didn't put no de-aging. They didn't give it. That means this show's budget was fucked.
And I know it's 10 years, but come on.
Yeah, the show's budget was trash, but I will say that the production quality is. On all the Star Wars shows, other than Boba Fett, the production quality has been pretty good. Like as far as like the settings, the CGI,
the settings and everything,
the planets.
Here's probably what happened. They spent so much money on the Mandalorian, invested too much money in Book of Boba Fett, because remember those last couple episodes were like movie level,
Rancor, all
beautiful.
Yeah,
so I think they probably spent too much money there, and then when they came into this, they were like, what do we do? Because you're writing garbage. Okay, question. I know you gotta hurry up and run and everything, but question for y'all. Obi-Wan or Book of Boba Fett? If you had no choice.
Obi-Wan.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. Book of Boba Fett is still. I would never watch the Book of Boba Fett.
I would not watch. It was wasting my time. It was absolutely a waste of my time. And then again, what thing this show does, like this show has not done this, but even though they tried it, but like they're setting themselves up a corner too. But like the fan service done right, they're doing that. Like they're in a way to not shoehorning all this stuff.
Yeah, they're not forcing.
But like you're not going to tell me like The only thing I thought was cool of that whole series was just that one scene of Cad Bane walking from the desert, right? And you didn't know who he was until the far distance. But as you got closer, I was like, wait, who's that? And then you found out you realized who he was. That was the best scene of the whole series. And Boba Fett was not even in it, right? And like you brought in Luke, you brought in Ahsoka, you brought in R2D2, you brought in the Mandalorian, you brought all these people, and that showed you that you realized that I forgot the actor, but like he can't carry his own show. You told us that, not us as a fans. You made that, like the fact that you kept having these visions in the back of tank, and keep going back with the sand people for like it just.
Yeah,
no.
I'd say the Mandalorian episode was the best episode. That was probably the best episode.
Yes, 100%.
Of I can't say of any of the Star Wars Disney Plus shows, but I would say it's top 10, if not top 5.
Yep. Yeah.
Episodes.
That's
it.
Yeah. Just rip that one episode out and put it in the Mandalorian season. Like, just rip that out.
Yes, you could. Absolutely. I think that episode actually is important for Mandalorian season 3.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
That's the whole basis of it. He got to go back to Mandalore and go into the roots of it so way he can reclaim his title of being a Mandalorian. But then it goes to the more of the religion, which you find out that, hey, you got this royal family telling you, hey, you zealots, you children of the Watch, yeah, you guys, that ain't true Mandalorian. We can take our helmets off. We're royal family blood, so something's up here. Like, so again, it goes to him, his morals, and his character, being challenged. But going back to with this show with Obi-Wan, is that one thing is really annoying for a fan to watch is when the main character doesn't want to fight. All right.
Yeah.
That's and we've seen this trope so many times, but it's just like they knew better. They knew better, right? And the fact of like what happened with Luke, what happened in The Last Jedi, and I keep referring to it because people say that's the one best film out of the sequel trilogy, which I have that for different reasons. For it was inconsistent with the trilogy, with the other two movies and stuff.
I will give it that, because it did its it did do its own thing
because it took risks. I thought some of them were well delivered, but as a whole, it got so much flack because how inconsistent it was with the previous film, and then you saw that the aftermath with Rise of Skywalker. So, but I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon of like, this woke and all this BS feminism, all like I'm not going to that point. I'm saying to the point of with this show is that you had a hermit like Luke, which makes sense because it mirrored basically Obi-Wan from New Hope, right? But again, it goes to a point now we're seeing this character been absent of the Force for 10 years, so it makes sense. But again, like when you had Episode 3. And immediately when he faced Vader and he ran, that already showed you what you need to know what's going on in this whole season, like what's going to happen. Because if they don't have in the finale, if they don't have a one-on-one battle or for something like that, or have Liam Neeson come back as Qui-Gon, if they don't do that, and this is supposed to be a limited series, meaning we're not getting no season 2, as what they said, but they might change it up, switch you like, hey, season 2, but if they're not following their words, it saves a limited series, then if Qui-Gon's not in that episode, F this show.
He has to be. Because he needs to commune with Qui-Gon so he can, learn more shit. It's like, my God.
This the whole buildup of him, of his character from what they did in the first 2 episodes, he kept calling his name. So I'm like, all right, cool. But if you don't have that payoff at the end, and just like say, oh no, he's not in there, or he just might be talking to somebody and it's not. You hear his voice or something. Like, no, we gotta see him. No.
Here's what I think is going to happen, and it's going to piss me off if it does.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're not going to see Qui-Gon literally until the last minute, 30 seconds. I'm dead ass serious. I feel it in my bones. They're going to screw us.
Liam Neeson's not that expensive. You watched another show recently.
They're going to screw us. Did I?
You've been watching a show that I recommended to you?
The Boys?
No.
What else did you recommend?
Trinity to the Bone.
Oh yeah. Atlanta.
Oh, you haven't finished?
He's in Atlanta? No, I didn't finish.
Oh my God. Spoiler.
Yeah, my nigga. Let's go,
So
baby.
it's a spoiler, but you're still not gonna.
Spoiler.
You're not gonna expect it when it happens.
Because now I'm looking for it. Now you're gonna make me hunt that shit down. I'm gonna watch that shit as soon as I get out of here.
By the time you realize that he's there, he's there.
Holy
so
shit! Holy. Yeah. All right, that's great. But this episode, literally, I feel like they wrote all the Vader points and then grafted this show on top of it. Because why is everything with Vader so perfect? But everything outside of it is just, it seems like it's bits and pieces and segmented. Like something is wrong here. What?
Again, they have to stretch the story for what fits in terms of the overall narrative, right? Because at first, this whole show is a retcon. Originally, it was supposed to be him against Darth Maul. That Vader was not even supposed to be involved at all.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, is that there wasn't even supposed to be involved. That was the whole concept of Obi-Wan, was that, okay, you're going to have this Darth Maul rematch, but unfortunately, we got that in Rebels, and that ended in like 2 seconds, so you can't do it. So they had to go back from the concept of this show. Because think about it, before the show even the series started, the show was announced many, many years ago. And when Kathleen Kennedy and Ewan McGregor come out saying we have all 6 episodes of the scripts, made, then all of a sudden it got delayed because they had to rewrite it. So yeah, that whole thing is like this show's made on a new concept. It'd be cool, Vader. But isn't that retcon of him? Because New Hope was supposed to be the first time they've seen each other like in 20, 30 years.
Oh,
right?
Oh my
God.
Oh,
yeah, so now it's like we got to make sense of why this dude supposedly after this series have not seen Vader again in 10 years. So we got to make the best of it, of this new rematch.
Oh my God. All right,
that's
trash.
it. You're making stuff off that none of us never expected. So it's like, oh, okay, what's going on here? And then you don't want to, you have Luke and Leia in these aspects, these shows and stuff, which, we flipped. We instantly thought, okay, well, we're going to have Luke in this season be the main kid, right? But no, it's Leia, right? But then it would make sense. Like, oh, yeah, Leia would have been here. But now we only got Luke for like, one episode coming. So,
yeah. And we need to get, see, here's things they're missing. So remember in the beginning of A New Hope, when Luke's uncle tells him, oh, crazy Ben, he's just a crazy hermit or whatever. I thought that we were going to get to see that transition of, okay, he's, Order 66 happens, he's got to go hide out on Tatooine, we get to see him grow. Remember, Yoda said, I'm going to teach you to commune with Qui-Gon. We're going to get all that. Like, I thought we were going to get the evolution of Obi-Wan. All we've gotten is Obi-Wan. Here's another continuity error. Obi-Wan can save Leia, right? Because he has a commune with the Force. I remember, Dre, you brought this stupid ass argument up before. He hasn't flexed his muscle enough. He needs time. Blah blah blah. He can save Leia one moment. Can't push a fucking rock a second moment on a goddamn ship, but then he can hold back an ocean's worth of pressure against a piece of glass in another moment. Inconsistency like shit. It is so weird that this shit is happening.
But again, it mimics the scene from Fallen Order where Vader, when he had to push the water back. But again, the difference of that, he hold that water back. Obi-Wan is literally letting that break and him running and then hopefully closing the door that supposedly could hold the water from no.
I know it can hold the fucking water anyway.
It's like, again,
the show has so many weird inconsistencies that don't make sense.
Oh, and also the biggest one there, apparently,
what's up, Spike?
And apparently, and I like, oppose. Nobody can die in Star Wars. Like, you can get cut in half, Maul. You can come back. You can get impaled in the chest with a blade, with a lightsaber blade, and
children can.
You'd be all right. You'd be all right.
And
listen, and the excuse of the Grand Inquisitor, they're like, everyone say, oh yeah, he has 2 stomachs. His race has 2 stomachs. That's bullshit. Like, don't you can be telling me that you get pale, be gone for 4 episodes, or 4 episodes, no, or 2, and then come back, because they're not like that will broke canon of Rebels. But then, like, where'd you put him in a back to tank, and then just
revenge gives you the will to live.
And it was Reva's excuse. She's crawling. I'm telling you, she gets up in this next episode. I'm like, I'm through. Like, she's dead. You're dead. But
First of all, Vader chopped her down as a child. She survived it. A grown ass man lightsabered your ass. You lived. You grew up. You got lightsabered in the chest again. Like, she's a beast. How is she living through all this? But he gave her a clue though. He said, "Hey, revenge, the will to live." So I guess the Force, use the Force, and it'll.
That's just British talk that he's just trying to do, mustache twirling villain, like him saying that, like it just. Anyway, that was the only broken logic of it, and like, okay, a ship leaves, you tore, blowing it up and everything for the Force. Okay, cool, right? Straight out, Force Unleashed, right?
Yep, yeah, I know that was
like,
Force Unleashed,
right? You are straight up. And then also that whole scene, that ship is a part of a ship in Disneyland, in Star Wars Land, Disney. That whole ship's and where that scene come from, but and then that you turn that up, and all of a sudden the ship right next to you get just go away scot free, and you can't stop that. It just
he was exhausted. He exhausted the Force.
Apparently not, because like this is a rare when you see him not like using the Force other than the Force choke. Like the thing I like about that scene, the combat was like you saw even Obi-Wan's lessons to Anakin was still being used as Vader. Yeah. Because when he says weapon was taken away, he kept using the Force and saying like, "Hey, your constant need to prove yourself leads to your demise," right? Which is the same thing with Reva, because this whole season was her trying to prove herself to be a Grand Inquisitor, and she's trying to be the aggressor, while while Vader is being the defensive type, just like
Obi-Wan.
Obi did, and he took his weapon just like he did with Reva. Break off and let her take it. And he didn't have to wheel out his own weapon. So then that scene was tight. Still with him, even as Vader. That I liked. What they did. But yeah,
her fighting technique was interesting. She stayed really low. Like she was sliding along the ground and like almost kind of crawling around him.
Hey man,
to fight him.
She knows he's a paraplegic. She was trying to like
take them feet
legs out. Yeah, them feet. He ain't used to them legs yet.
And also don't scream when you're trying to attack somebody like from behind. That's just not
a good thing. Like why do they keep doing that in movies? We're not.
Yeah, nobody falls for that.
First of all,
it's not.
She had an opportunity to. First of all, if her logic of I wanted to get close to him, she was close to him by herself with him in the ship in space, right? They had a secret meeting. She could have attacked him.
But then you had the other Inquisitors, like the logic of it is still stupid. Like you can't make sense.
Yeah, but then there's all those stormtroopers outside the door. There were all those stormtroopers out there.
But even then, with that whole thing with the stormtroopers outside, like Obi-Wan having a conversation is like, wait, well, how you know Anakin is Vader? And it's like, oh yeah, you were there, or you were one of the younglings. And then like one of the stormtroopers in back, like, we can hear you. I'm like,
yeah, I'm like
they can't, like they're not going like, hey, wait, what'd you say? Like,
and when they plotted in front of each other while he was on his knees, like,
right? They said we can't hear what you're saying.
There's two stormtroopers on the sides of you. They did not hear this.
What makes you think we can stop him? I'm like, and it's like, traitor. Like,
yeah. Can we get her, please? can we get her ass out of here?
Anyway, and just that's what I'm saying. Like, I was kind of like expect a little bit more from this show. Now I'm just watching it. I'm not gonna say I'm hyped for it anymore. Like I'm watching the show. If it's good, like this was a good episode, But it's like this is I'm even working on a video right now. Even targeting Marvel, just targeting Disney Plus in general. Because after Doctor Strange, I'm at a point right now where it's like nothing is an event like for me where I'm like I'm hyped to see this. Like I'm watching Miss Marvel. I'm not hyped for it. I'm watching Obi-Wan. I'm not hyped for it anymore.
I still haven't watched episode 2 is out, right?
Yeah, I didn't even do my review for it yet. I watched it. I'm like, because it's even the energy. And I will say this, Miss Marvel, That show, I give it props because it look like they actually are. Look like
They're trying. They're actually
making
trying.
effort.
Yeah,
Like you
I
watch
like it.
the episode.
It gave me some
like,
Spider-Man vibes. Some
Spider-Verse. Absolutely.
yeah,
That's
some-
what I'm saying. It's a good show.
It
But I'm
is.
like, I'm not nothing saying bad about it. It's just more of as a fan, I'm like because of everything that came before, I'm just like I'm at a point where I'm just watching this and just experiencing, not like, okay. Like,
yeah, I have no more expectations. After Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I have no expectations for anything.
Like, I'm not even excited for Thor. Like, my friend, like, we gotta get our tickets.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
We gotta get, our tickets. Like, no, we don't get our tickets. We'll just go and get. I'm like, there'll be seats.
And it comes out on the first day of BlurCon, so I'll be busy. I won't be.
Yeah, I'm just like, and even then, it just like doesn't seem like an event. Like something magic, like something bad, like happening. Like you missed it. Something bad gonna happen or whatever. Like you won't get it. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I feel like okay. So with Multiverse of Madness, I know this is not a Multiverse of Madness episode, but with Multiverse of Madness, there was nothing. Again, this felt like chunks of different movies. And they weren't. Yeah, it wasn't that important.
Because no. Here's the thing: they're being told to you that this is the big event movie, right? On par of like when Civil War came out, there was ramifications after it. Well, other movies kept referring to that film, right?
And it mattered.
It mattered. Even Infinity War, like the blip and Endgame, that mattered. Even to like Ms. Marvel, like everyone, they're referring to it.
Yeah, they refer back to the Infinity Saga. Yeah,
right. So, but with this. The only thing we got of this film was two things. Doctor Strange gets a third eye. We know, and we get what the definition of an incursion. That has already happened.
That matters. Yeah,
but we don't know
the way they didn't even take care of that to make you think that even really matters.
Doesn't matter because they didn't in the end credit scene with Charlize Theron. Like a lot of people don't know who she is, but he's like,
I don't even know who she is. I had to
that's his wife. That's his wife. But like Clea, she's saying like, hey, we started an incursion. We gotta stop this. Then we've been told, oh, this is like a big thing, but it's not. It's almost like you're doing this at the end of the movie and it's ending off on a high note. Like, okay, let's go. It's.
Yeah. They definitely downplayed the incursion.
Obi-Wan was the show everyone had been waiting for.
That's what I was waiting for. Fucking Obi-Wan.
So
I'm disappointed.
And meanwhile, Miss Marvel's better than Obi-Wan.
Yes,
it is.
Yes,
for one episode. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, even episode 2 is good.
Even episode 2. I
haven't seen episode 2 yet. I'm gonna watch that shit.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's a fun show.
You cannot watch this like these episodes and not at least have a smile. Like
yes.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's charming. Even like the kiddie stuff. He's like, I'm closest to like that generation than you guys. But even then, like I'm so far from that. Where I'm like, I remember those days.
Yes, exactly.
And just like.
And episode 2 gives you a little bit more of the culture. Like her culture, so it gives you insight into like the male-female interaction of the culture
of Islam and Muslim in Pakistan. Like
yes, and it's interesting.
And it's not in a way that's like people complain about saying like, oh, this is some like woke mess. Like, and some people are gonna complain about it.
Some people are gonna say it, and that's ridiculous because it's not. It's literally it's natural. It flows in the show. Like it doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel forced. It just feels like a day in the life of.
Okay. All right. So you see that? Y'all doing a better job of convincing me to keep on going on with that. Because first of all, I already liked the first episode. I was like, oh, this is giving me Spider-Man Homecoming vibes.
Yep.
Like the energy feels good.
I didn't think I would like the
Me neither.
I like the trailers, but I didn't think, oh, this is gonna be a big show. But when I'm watching, like, this is a very charming show. The actress is so likable. I don't see how you cannot resist her in terms of like believing this character, because like Kamala Khan is very, very popular to an audience. But even regardless of that, it's just then it's like the subject matter that you're taking with this. And amongst all the other shows that came after, like Hawkeye, all of the stuff that can be like lackluster. And for this character, I don't want that, But they did that to a point where the show instantly, the music, the cinematography of it.
Even the cinematography.
It's like You know, I'm watching this and I see a lens flare. I'm like, I think this is directed by J.J. Abrams. Like,
yeah.
you know, but this was good. Like, it was good and decent. I'm looking forward to it.
The thing is, Doctor Strange spoiled the Marvel Cinematic Universe for me. I was like, okay, if this is where we're going, and y'all told me that this was hype, I had zero expectation. And then watching Miss Marvel, I was like, I'm not going to get hyped up, but I'm like, you gave me a little bit of hope here. I'm like, okay, maybe we have something. And
it's
then
creative.
on the Star Wars, it's very creative. And then on the Star Wars side, I was thinking, oh, you know, we had Mando, we messed up with Book of Boba. Maybe we can come on. It's Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi. I'm like, yes, we're gonna bring it back. And then the first 2 episodes, like they gave you 2 episodes, nothing. I'm like, all right, maybe it's like a WandaVision thing. They gave us the first 2. They're like, all right, we're trying to grab you in, and then we're gonna give you something on that third. That third came, and we're just sitting there like, what the fuck is?
But it's not even that. Like, look what's coming up soon. You got this show, then we got She-Hulk that's coming, which can be 9 episodes or a little bit longer.
I need She-Hulk to be good because I actually liked some of her the comic runs.
She is the most popular character in the 90s in terms of highest selling rated comics in Marvel for a female leading character. So and I'm saying you messed this up, I'm like, no.
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah. I need that show to be good.
The good thing about She-Hulk is that since it's 9 episodes, the budget is going to be stretched, of course.
Yeah.
Because they're paying a lot of people. They're paying Mark Ruffalo. They're paying Benedict Wong, the guy who plays Wong.
Oh yeah. He's got to show up for
They're paying the guy who plays
Abomination.
Who else is going to be in there?
As of right now, that's what allegedly possibly Daredevil.
That's right. Yeah.
Possibly.
But he's not gonna get paid like
he's gonna pay 1 episode.
Yeah. He's not gonna get paid like the dude who plays Hulk. And then the girl who's playing She-Hulk, she came from Orphan Black, so she's a Canadian. What is it? A European TV show actress or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably getting paid okay, whatever. She's the main character. This is her introduction into Marvel. And then the girl who's playing the villain is going to get paid okay. The rest of that money's got to go towards special effects.
Straight up special
sets, lighting, all that. And
luckily, they already have the CGI for Hulk already ready.
Yeah, for Hulk.
You just got to click, drag for him because the assets are already there. They don't really have to.
They got all the angles.
Yeah, but for She-Hulk, they say they fixed it? For
you see when you see a regular trailer for the show, and then you see the Disney Plus trailer for the show, you can see a little bit of a difference. To me, it's just like for someone knows like a little bit of visual, like I'm a graphic designer, so I can tell like, okay, when you see this image, a little more resolution than the other one. But again, as a moving image and doing that over a 45-minute period, it's like. Again, and also with lighting and everything, it just you got I believe it when I see it. Basically, it just
okay. All
right. They added some skin textures. Basically, it would basically be like they did a sharpen. They sharpened. Her
use that sharpening slider.
Yeah.
To
kind of and like with the hair and all that, you can see.
Yeah, because her hair was looking like PlayStation 3 hair, man. That shit was sticking to her, bro.
Yeah,
that was not cool.
They added a little more hair texture, but they're not going to get her 100% right until she shows up in a movie.
Of course, yeah.
And they have the budget. Yeah, they have the budget to go ahead and do her full character. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to She-Hulk. Even if it's trash, I'm not going to say it's trash because I love me some She-Hulk.
Yeah. No, the character is so much like. I don't care anybody, all this stuff like, oh, these are women's shows. I'm like, no, She-Hulk is like,
She-Hulk is the shit.
Yeah, right. And this is what Miss Marvel on the show is like. It's unfortunate that we get this upcoming sequel called The Marvels, and 2 of your supporting characters, I like them more than the main character.
Man. Captain Marvel, man, I'm not feeling her, man.
Yeah,
she was dry, man.
The thing is that's even her personality in the comics. She's not fun,
but it doesn't make for a good movie. That's the problem. You want butts in the seats.
Yes, they got to figure out how to make her interesting. They got to humanize her because right now
the British are great at dry humor.
Right now, she's technically Vision, and Vision has more personality.
Yeah, Vision has 1,000 because you know why? British humor. He knows what he's doing. Dry humor. They know how to do
so
that.
yeah,
I'm
knows,
telling you,
yeah.
I only see Captain Marvel the movie once.
Yeah, I only saw it once. I never saw it again.
So my girlfriend at the time, and I literally asked her, "Are you enjoying this right now?" I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, okay. I don't even like. I know, like, I literally was sitting here, and this is before Endgame. So when this movie made $1 billion, don't get hyped because of that. Like, oh, it must be a good movie. No, it was lead up to Endgame. You know. So,
Yep.
but no, this was the whole thing. Like with these shows, going back to Obi-Wan was like, and I end off with this, but like the series of this saying that what it leads off to, because then you have the actor saying that he wants to be more involved. Like, you know, if you want to do more Obi-Wan stories, they could and stuff, because it's originally supposed to be a movie, you know. But after this, I hope this show, or at least them, like learn, you know, their mistake. And then they got the Ahsoka series, which is the second most hyped show. After this, they got the Andor series coming out in this year in August, which already got season 2.
What?
And nobody really asked for the show, but it surprisingly might be the best show they do because nobody cares. You know,
I know.
You know, like seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they got the new, like, the Skeleton Crew, Mandalorian season 3, and like that's coming out in 2023.
That's all I
So
care about.
yeah, all these other shows coming out, and I'm just like, hopefully they learn from this. But I said the finale, this is what pays it off, because look what Stranger Things are doing. Like they had
Right.
they had an hour long episodes, and then until the 2 episodes remaining will be the like movie length episodes, right?
Yes.
Both of them. So if you do that, I know you have the budget. Netflix is losing in stocks. Don't tell me Disney don't got money.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Disney got money.
you know,
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Oh, and Alex, have you watched Stranger Things? What is this, season 5 or 4?
Do not hate me. Okay.
4?
I tried to get into Stranger Things and I couldn't do it. So here's what happened. Somebody told me that Stranger Things is like the Goonies, you know, it got that Goonies vibe. I'm like, I watched this drama, I'm like, this don't feel like Goonies to me. Like it just didn't. I don't know. I'll try again. Maybe there's something I'm missing.
I'll tell you what.
Everybody's hyped about this season right now.
I'll tell you what. Start at the season that just came out, because this season.
You sure?
Yes. Because the great thing about this season is it
ignore the past seasons.
It loops back it loops back to basically before the first season, actually.
Because listen, I'm gonna tell you this: you can binge the first 3. Like, no, matter of fact, watch YouTube videos of recaps of season 1, season 2, and season 3. Watch the recap videos, but then when you watch this full season, watch it out, because then like you get the emotional beats of it, you know, as you move forward. But then this season, it loops back to like stuff you thought previously in season 1 before the show even started. Like, for example, like these kids, like 11, you know, Millie Bob, you know, all these kids, they're older, and this is what's going to happen in season 5, which they did confirm. In season 5, which will be the last season, they're gonna do a time jump, because their age right now is not matching up the age they're playing as their characters. So it's like, they literally should be out of high school and almost like, you know, in their senior year, but then most of them are in their freshman year. I'm like, yeah, no. But what they're doing, what hopefully setting up, because one, their cast is so damn big, and I'm telling you, the next the final 2 episodes, it's time to cut off some debt. It's the time to cut off some dead weight, and it's gonna hit a lot of people. The Byers kids been taking a back seat that whole season. This whole recent season. But the point I'm making is that they need to learn in terms of making these periodic, like more longer depth episodes, but again, also cutting off dead weight. Like, watch The Boys right now. There's no time being wasted at all. Now, I've seen the recent episode that's coming, that's dropping.
I need to start watching The Boys again too.
I'm like, they have not wasted any time, and after this, we got 3 episodes left, I think, or yeah.
So okay, so watch this season of I'm about to say of the Goonies. Watch this season of Stranger Things first.
Yes.
Then
all you've got to do is watch this one. You don't even go back and watch the other seasons.
You sure?
Yes.
They recap it for you. They recap it.
Yeah. All you're doing, because Stranger Things, a lot of it is just the emotional connection to the characters. As long as you can tune into that, then you're gonna absorb everything else that comes with it.
Okay.
And they're really good at expressing especially in this season, each character's relationship to each other, like what their past relationship was.
Jed,
and then you're like, oh, okay, this guy, they used to be really close, but now they're not close anymore, but they're trying to be close again. They show all that in this season, and it's great television. It's damn good television.
Okay, I'll believe you, but Jed,
and there's storylines all over the place.
Jed, stop it. Okay, do not disrespect
Greater than Goonies.
Do not disrespect the Goonies.
Except he said goodies.
yeah. He corrected himself. But don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to be better on this show. I'm trying to say, I was about to say it. I'm trying to say that word less. I've
been on Stranger Things heavy since the beginning, so I've watched every season as soon as it came out because I love the 80s, and that show lives in the 80s. So
and that's why I love the Goonies. The Goonies, oh my god, that is. I have a Goonies T-shirt. The Goonies,
but again, it's more modern. It's more modern to the point like this generation never seen Goonies, so this is their Goonies, but older people know this is a ripoff for them, but with a little twist. But they're combining multiple genres. Like this season is more horror, and other previous seasons been more sci-fi. Like this season is more like Friday the 13th, like Freddy Krueger, and like I'm trying to think.
Definitely Freddy Krueger. And I see what you're saying. Like Camp Crystal Lake, that kind of feel. The other thing that's really cool about this season is the storylines within the season tie into each other. So you'll go into like certain characters' pasts, and that character's past ties into another character's past and reveals a whole other character.
Okay.
That you didn't see a connection between. Yeah, and so when the connection is made, you're like, wow, that's good writing.
Yeah.
Because there's time period. It's two different time periods, and they connect the time periods through a person.
Oh,
that you wouldn't expect that person to connect those time periods.
Yeah, you didn't know who he was until the final scene, the final scene of episode 7.
Yeah.
And
y'all are sure watch this season first.
Oh yeah, 100%. You don't need to watch.
This legit is the best season they made so far.
Yes.
I feel like I'm gonna fuck up with it. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, now season 3 was good. I enjoyed season
absolutely.
3.
No, yeah.
But this season is it. Like this is the one.
And this is the only show I'll say COVID benefited them.
Like, so they could take a break and
they have more time for the effects. Yeah, the effects too. They refine the special effects in this one because there's practical effects mixed with CGI, and they touched up the CGI during COVID to make it like movie theater level.
Okay. I tried, Jed. I watched some of season 1. I don't know where I was or when I stopped, but it was years ago. So, and I wasn't feeling it, but all right. I'm gonna go with Rio's suggestion.
Yeah.
We're gonna start at season 4, and if I'm feeling it, I'll do what Jedi Mike said, and I'll go back and.
This
is just to save you time. This is like the same
exactly.
Thing. Like this is like what folks like whenever like I can say this like I spend the time where I watch all the Justice League animated cartoons and Static Shock and all the Batman animated series. So when I'm watching stuff they're doing like the Flash and all this stuff, just watch this episode of Justice League Unlimited and you know who this character is or the scene. Like you know exactly where this is coming from. Like most of your comic book knowledge for I don't think that show does not give any much like. They're much respect and deserved for like a lot of like fans getting the knowledge of like 20, 30 years of comic book information into like these 20 episodes, right? And now when I watched as a kid, I instantly know what this character is, know the scene because of that show. And I don't have to go the low library of it and everything. So when you do shows like that, it's like I help people speed up so we don't have to spend much time, and then they can just watch the actual content. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I will definitely get that joint to watch. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, I can do it.
Yeah. But yeah, but
I
I'm
can
gonna
stick
I'm
with it.
gonna go. I hope I was able to have a good conversation with you guys and
Nah,
stuff.
you
But
you helped out a lot. All right. Hey, I just dropped Jedi Mike's channel in the chat. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Jedi Mike 7.
yeah, no, I
That's my
appreciate it.
guy.
No, I appreciate it. No, this is again good show, and I'll hopefully let you guys have my channel sometime soon. And I'll
Yeah,
like
man.
appreciate
I'll
that.
be there, man. Well, I'll show
I
up.
mean,
I'll be popping up.
you're in my city, like
Yeah, we're
the
right
city
down the
right now.
street
We're
from
right
each
around the
other. Yeah.
corner. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
no.
I'm popping up. I'll pop up.
Mhm.
Just let me know when. I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. But
All
y'all
right.
take
Thanks
care,
for
man.
joining us.
All right. Peace.
All right, everybody. Well, we filled it a goddamn hour. We filled an hour like it was nothing.
I know. Jeez.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us for another episode of Everybody Gets One. Make sure you guys follow us at Everybody Gets 01 on these platforms right below us. You know, you can do that right there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you. Dang, I was about to say it again. And we will see you next time